Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series in officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Okay, race fans, welcome back in. This is the special stage FIA Cross week number 2. Welcome to one of the newest tracks on iRacing, the WINTON Rallycross. We've got two 12-minute heats coming up with the last chance qualifier and then a feature coming your way. FIA Cross Cars, the newest cars on the service. It should be a blast watching them out there this evening. Drivers just getting underway in qualifying. We'll head to the track in a few minutes here. But first, let's take a look and see what kind of conditions our drivers are going to be facing out there this evening. Again, this is Racer Nexus. I'm Rob Campbell. I'll be with you this evening. All our camera angles will be brought to you by Track Cams 22, Track Cams 4 Gourmets. But let's take a look at that weather. 66 degree Fahrenheit, 75 degree track temp. Conditions are clear, a little bit of humidity. Perfect day for racing out here in the dirt in Australia, the land down under. As mentioned, this is week number 2 of 8. We're at WINTON Rallycross. We're going to have two 12-minute heats, 12-lap heats with a 6-lap LCQ, and then we'll get into the feature race. Next week, we're going to head to Crandon Short. That's going to be an interesting one. That's going to be a big track for these little cars. Interesting to see how they manage to navigate around there. We're on board right now with Matt Schlosser, the big boss of the league. See Matt up and over the jumps. Currently sitting in 4th place in qualifying right now is Mr. Schlosser. Oh, he's just going to get dropped down one spot as Jake Wilshire to the top of the standings. Jake just sliding it through the corner there, up underneath the IRX banner. These are fun little cars to drive. If you haven't driven them, it's a free car. Come to the service this season along with WINTON Rallycross. They are a blast. Tons of fun out there. See Joey Herbie here, currently sitting in 2nd place. He's going to head across the line. Let's take and see if he is able to improve. He does not. 40.34, actually identical lap time to his first time. Ant Meeperson. We'll have to get a look at Ant's paint job he's rocking a little later on. I had a look at it earlier. It's if you're a Top Gear fan or the Grand Tour, you'll love it. It's got a little bit of Clarkson, May, Hammonds on it. We'll catch that a little later on once he's back on track. On board with Damien Dania, currently sitting in 11th place with a 41.72 best time. That's going to put him a little ways back from, there we go, a little ways back from our leader, currently sitting 1.7 seconds back from Jake Wilshire. Jake, our only car to get under the 40-second lap time here. So he's confident in his time. He's pulled off into the pits. Joey Herbie is done. Chris Woods still out there on track. Sean Winkler, we've seen him plenty of times out here racing the Pro 2 trucks. A bit of a weapon in off-road vehicles. So we expect to see strong performance from Mr. Winkler. Matt Schlosser as well, the big boss, proficient in the off-road trucks. Ant Meeperson, Joey Herbie, all drivers we've seen in the past in Pro 2 out there. Chris Leon He's currently sitting in 10th place. Chris is going to be running a 3-race special coming up. Keep your eyes open here. It's going to be FIA Cross. It's going to be interesting stuff. It'll be a team event where if you know anything about the off-road dirt race cars, there's no real pit stops. So they're going to have to basically pull over the side of the road, switch the drivers, and hop in. It's going to be fun. We're going to be covering it here on Racers Nexus. Keep your eyes out for that coming up in the near future. And looks like we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here in qualifying. Elon Lambert in 12th place with a 41.77 best time right now. That's 1.8 seconds back of Jake Wilshire. Again, all of our drivers are going to get sorted into 2 heats. We've got 19 drivers in the session, so we'll have 1 heat of 10, 1 heat of 9, and then the top, I believe it is, let me double check here, the top 4 in each feature, or each heat advance to the feature. The rest will go into the last chance qualifier. We'll have one more opportunity to get themselves into the feature. And then 16 total in the feature. So unfortunately, 3 souls will not make it onto the feature race. But that's going to do it for qualifying. We'll let timing and scoring reset here. And then we'll have a look at how things are going to shape up for heat number 1. Here we go. Heat 1 is going to be Jake Wilshire with Ant Meeperson, Joey Herbie, Austin Derrick, Matt Schlosser, Damian Dania, Stephen Thompson, Nathaniel Grant, Justin Cunningham, and Chris Haslip going to round out the field here for heat number 1. Our drivers are gridding up. There we go. We see them all on track. They're just waiting for that green flag to drop. 3 drivers left to grid up: Cunningham, Thompson, and Wilshire. Again, 12-lap heat. And then we'll get right off into heat number 2, where the next 4 drivers will be able to qualify for the feature race. So we're just waiting for Justin Cunningham to grid up, and then we'll be getting underway. Jake Wilshire going to start on pole. That's the inside here of the front row. And away we go. Ant Meeperson going to get the jump out front. Wilshire fighting back on the inside. Damian Dania right there too as well. Looks like Wilshire going to hold on to top spot as Meeperson going to take the Joker first time by. Each one of these drivers have to take the Joker lap. And here at Winton, it is a quicker Joker than it is at some other tracks. Some tracks it's a longer lap when you take the Joker. Some tracks it's shorter. And here at Winton, it is a shorter Joker lap. So we're going to see Ant Meeperson getting himself out front here early on. Austin Derrick went along with him, taking the Joker lap the first time by. So we'll keep on them. So theoretically, Jake Wilshire still in the lead as he's still yet to run his Joker lap. So we'll see once he cycles through on his Joker where he sorts out. So we're on board with him here now. He's going to opt to not take the Joker this time by too as well. As we hop back a little farther, picking up Nathaniel Grant. He's taking the Joker lap. Damian Dania, he is not. He's going to take the traditional course as it is right now, currently sitting in 6th place. Let's check in on the big boss, Matt Schlosser. He's yet to use his Joker lap too as well. Currently running right in behind Joey Herbie. We've seen these two battling it out in Pro 2 last season. See here Schlosser able to find a way around Herbie. Herbie not going to take his Joker this time. Or sorry, Schlosser and Herbie both took their Joker last time by, so we're just waiting on Damian Dania. Looks like Stephen Thompson and Justin Cunningham are our only drivers who haven't taken the Joker yet. Let's pop up the Joker on the timing and scoring here so we can keep a look at it. I believe I have the option for Joker here. We'll have to see if that popped up. I thought it was there, but okay, I don't see it right this second. But either way, Jake Wilshire back out front once he has completed his Joker lap. Ant Meeperson currently in 2nd. Austin Derrick in 3rd, not too far back. Joey Herbie in 4th, down 1 spot for where he qualified, but he's got Matt Schlosser trying to chase him down. This is the battle for the transfer position. Currently Herbie holding on to that position. Schlosser would like to take it away. As Damian Dania, we see him taking his Joker lap here now. He's going to be the last driver to do it. That's going to pop him right out in between Herbie and Schlosser. So they are going to battle now. This is now the battle for the final transfer position between Herbie, Dania, and Schlosser. Matt Schlosser going to try and find a way around Damien Dania here as they're on lap number 4. Still got 8 laps to go. Still plenty of time for these drivers to battle it out. Jake Wilshere up front, though, sitting comfortable. Ant Meeperson not too far back from, though. Joey Herbie a little farther back. He's leading that battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Any one of these drivers here could get that transfer position. So it looks like it's going to be down to Herbie, Dania, and Schlosser. 2 of them will move on. 1 of them will lose out. Right now, Matt Schlosser is going to have to fall into the LCQ. Stephen Thompson's starting to sneak up into this battle, too, as well. So keep an eye on him. He still has plenty of time to get up into the battles. They're going to come around and finish up lap number 5. So keep our eye on him. Looks like Austin Derrick and Nathaniel Grant might have had a bit of an issue here. Let's see what happened to Austin Derrick. Pick him up. Oh, he's going to get a little bit into the wall. Suspension very brittle on these cars. It's very easy to snap it, and yet that car just does not want to turn. He caught that inside tire barrier, and unfortunately he has lost all steering on that machine. He's going to have to tow it back to the pits, so we'll see him in the LCQ for sure. Wilshere leading the way. Meeperson right there too as well, getting closer. We're going to have a battle for top spot here. Now, points are doled out all through the night. Unfortunately, we can't take a look at the points championship. SDK have a little bit of an issue producing the points championship. You just got a little glimpse there of the paint job on Ant Meeperson. I mentioned if you're a Top Gear or Grand Tour fan, you're going to love the paint job on that thing. Let's see if we can catch a little bit of a better look. There we go. You got Clarkson with his face getting ripped off on the front end of this side. You see Hammond a little bit on the bottom. You got James May on the other side, which we can't necessarily see right this moment, but Meeperson fall back a little off Wilshere that lap. Wilshere going to hold on to his top spot. Almost 6,000 iRating driver in the off-road variety here in iRacing. So not surprising seeing Wilshere out front. Keeping Meeperson at bay as it is right now. Meeperson just trying to find a way to stay close. Let's go back to this battle for 3rd place. Herbie starting to pull away from Dania and Schlosser. Schlosser falling back a little bit off. Daniel will see if he can able to work his way back up in there. Stephen Thompson still lingering in behind. Dania holding down the final transfer position to the feature. Direct ticket to the feature. Schlosser would like to take that away. He doesn't want to have to go into the LCQ. Thompson as well would love to have that golden ticket right to the feature. Started in 7th, got himself up into 6th. Nathaniel Grant a little ways back from him. Right now, looks like Grant going to have to settle for going down into the LCQ and trying to find his way back up through there. Same for Chris Hazlip. But this is where the battle is. Dania leading the way in 4th place. Schlosser now right on his tailpipe. Right on board here with Matt Schlosser, sliding it into the corner, trying to put some pressure on Dania the best he can. Very comparable iRating out of these two drivers. 1667 for Matt Schlosser, 1740 for Damien Dania. So similar skill sets here. As we're coming down to 3 laps to go. Clicks off very quickly here. Only 42nd lap around Winton in these FIA Cross Cars. Can Schlosser find a way around? Can Dania hold him off? Up and over the jump they go. Schlosser right there. Something were to happen to Fabobble from Dania. A mistake, that's all he needs as we ride on board here with Damien Dania. Take a look back there. Matt Schlosser trying to find a way up the inside. Unable to do it right now. Dania's going to lead them around with 2 to go here once they cross the line. Let's pop back up to our leaders. Jake Wilshere still leading the way. He's kept Ant Meeperson at bay. 1.75 seconds back. Joey Herbie another 10 seconds back of them, but comfortably 1.4 ahead of Dania. Not out of danger, though, if he were to bobble or hit a wall here. So anything could happen, but this is the battle. This is the battle for the transfer position. Dania holding it. Schlosser trying to find a way to take it away. Can he do it? There you can see how close they are. Late onto the brakes for Matt Schlosser. Really trying to close in on the back of Dania. Trying to force that mistake. Dania, hold on to it. They're going to pick up the white flag this time by here. It's the last chance for Schlosser to mount a charge. Last time Dania has to defend. Into turn 1 they go. A little wide there for Schlosser. He's going to try and carry a little more pace into the corner. Oh, he closes that gap up on Dania here now. Can Dania hold on to that position as they go over the jump? Oh, a little squirrely over the jump for Dania. Schlosser is there. Can he find a way? Oh, right up into the tailpipe. Give a little boost to the back of Dania. Dania doesn't get unsettled by it. Holding on to that position. Here we go. Final couple corners they go. Jake Wilshire's going to take it. Ant Meeperson in second. Joey Herbie in third. Here comes that battle for the final transfer position right now. Damian Dania holding on to it. He's going to take it across the line. A heck of a battle there for them. Stephen Thompson going to come home in 6th place. Excellent race there by all those drivers. Take a look at the results here quickly from race number 1. Wilshire takes the win over Meeperson, Herbie, Dania, Schlosser, Thompson, Grant, Hazlip, Derek, and Cunningham. So we'll quickly take a look at the grid here for heat number 2. We're going to see Josh Heagy starting on pole with Kane Lasky to his outside. Then we'll have Chris Woods and Sean Winkler in row 2, Chris Leon, Leo Lambert, Curtis Grant, Corey Clark, and Gary Clark Jr. So the Clarks are in this one. Battle for family supremacy here. See our drivers all gridded up here, getting ready to go. So we're just waiting for Gary Clark Jr. to grid up, and then we'll be getting underway here in heat number 2. Again, top 4 drivers will transfer directly to the feature race. The rest of them will have to go into the LCQ, where the top 6 will transfer. That'll leave 3 lone drivers out of the feature race. Leo, lights are up, and away we go here. Josh Heagy, Kane Lasky. Oh, jump start for, I think that might have been Lambert. Oh, no, it was Chris Leon with the jump start. He's going to get a black flag for that. I can't remember quickly off the top of my head what the penalty is, but it might be 15 seconds post-race, but so keep an eye for that. He's going to take the Joker first time by, try and minimize that mistake, but we'll keep an eye here on Mr. Leon. Kane Lasky, though, he's holding on to top spot. He's got ahead of Josh Heagy. Heagy down into 2nd place. Across the line they're heading here. First time through, Lasky going to take top spot away from Heagy. Lasky ran his Joker first time by. Curtis Grant has run his Joker, as well as Chris Leon. Looks like Gary Clark Jr. had a bit of an episode. Let's take a look and see what happened to him. It's coming through this section. Going a little slower through here. Oh, he's going to slide off into the wall. Unfortunate for him. So he was able to sort himself back up, get back on track. But Chris Leon now sitting in 6th place. Now we got to remember, he's going to have that post-race penalty. So at this point in time, probably just getting a feel for the LCQ, as it looks like Leon is going to have to head there. Sean Winkler currently in 4th place, right behind Chris Woods. Woods going to take the Joker. That M&M machine rocketing through the Joker lap. Sean Winkler, he's already got the Joker clean, done, and dusted for him, so he's going to stay on the main circuit. Currently sitting in 4th place, but we'll keep an eye on the cars up and around him. Josh Heagy, our pole sitter, currently down 2 spots into 3rd place, so he's got Lasky and Woods up ahead of him. Woods popping up the top spot. He utilized that Joker perfectly for him. He went in 4th place, came back out in front. He's got the Joker complete. Lasky's got the Joker complete, so they're actually battling for a position there. Josh Heagy in 3rd place has yet to complete the Joker. So we're still owed a Joker lap from Heagy, as well as Corey Clark 11. The rest of the field has completed their lap, but the battle is up front here. Chris Woods leading the way. Kane Lasky right in behind him, trying to find a way around. Lasky deep onto the brakes, close that gap down a little bit on Woods, but Woods, that M&M machine, leading the way, although that gap is getting closer and closer. Keep an eye on here as Josh Heagy, currently in 3rd. One of our few drivers, again, needs to serve the Joker. Will he go this time? Will he wait till later in the race? He's going to go around one more time, not serving the Joker this time. Sean Winkler right there too as well in tow. So our top 4 separated by only about 2.5 seconds, so anyone's game here up front. See Winkler just laying out the back end through the corner, trying to catch up to Higgy, Lasky, and Woods up ahead. They're navigating around a little bit of lap traffic. That's Gary Clark Jr. They're going to make their way around, comfortably around him. Top three breaking away. Winkler falling back a little bit. Couldn't quite navigate through the lap traffic when the rest of the top three did. Had to wait an extra corner. That's going to cost him a little bit of time, but the battle is up front. Lasky right there on the back of Chris Woods, putting the pressure on the best he can. They're currently on their 5th lap, getting near the halfway point. Really tight battle. Theoretically, Josh Higgy is our leader as the Joker lap is a little bit shorter here. So that should put him out ahead of these two once he does serve it, as long as he is this tight once he goes in. Chris Woods going to lead them across the line to start lap 6. There goes Higgy now. We'll keep an eye on him. Let's see where he cycles back through once he completes his Joker. Quick little flick to the left here. That'll bring him back onto the main track. He's going to come out ahead of Chris Woods and Kane Lasky, but just they're right there, 1.3 seconds back. Now, can Higgy run away with it? He started on pole, fell back to 3rd once the rest of the field went and completed their Joker laps. He's got himself back up front though. Chris Woods right there, 1.2 seconds back. Woods with the quickest lap of the race, 40.05. Oh, sorry, 40.13 now. Higgy with a 40.05 last time by with the quickest lap. So Higgy leading the way, Woods, Lasky, and Winkler. Those are your transfer positions as it stands. All 4 of those drivers comfortably in transfer positions. Leland Lambert in 5th, 13 seconds back of Sean Winkler. So now it's just a matter of who's going to get bragging rights for winning the heat. Will it be Josh Higgy? Will it be Chris Woods? Will it be Kane Lasky? Sean Winkler has something to say about it too as well. We're going to have 4 laps to go. 3 more after this when they're halfway through this lap. Chris Woods, who led for a number of laps, currently in 2nd place. Kane Lasky, we've seen him as close as right on the tailpipe of Woods up ahead. They've got some lap traffic they're going to catch up to here as Gary Clark Jr. a little off track on the left-hand side. He's going to let them through. Thank you, Gary. A couple more corners to go. They're going to finish up with lap number 8 across the line to start lap 9. Here they go. 3 more laps to go. Lasky is there. Will he mount a charge on Woods? Will he stay content for 3rd place? Oh man, Chris Woods into the barrier. Doesn't look like he got any suspension or steering damage from that, but allowed Kane Lasky to get around him. Sean Winkler now right there too as well. Let's see if we can take another look here at what exactly happened to Chris Woods. As he head into turn 1, cut it a little tight here. Oh, right into that barrier. Lucky for him, he didn't snap that right front wheel right off it. Now having to defend against Sean Winkler. Across the line they go. 2 laps to go now for these drivers. Josh Higgy comfortably up front. Winkler trying to find a way to get himself up into 3rd place. Chris Woods trying to nurse that car. Might have a little bit of steering issues on it, but at least it's still connected for him. Kane Lasky, a little bit of connection issue for him for a second. Blinks out. Josh Higgy though starting to pull away. We saw him place the car on pole. Fell back a little bit when the rest of the field took their Joker lap. Once he served his Joker though, moved himself right back up in the top spot. He picks up the white flag. Barney waving the white flag there for Josh Higgy. Last time by for him. The battle's now for 2nd place. Lasky holding that position. Woods has held it for the longest time. Had that bobble last time by, lost the position to Lasky. Now he has Lasky out front. Winkler right there too in tow. Looks like Lasky pulling away from Woods. Woods going to have to deal with Winkler here in his mirrors. Sean Winkler right there. Now Lasky a little slower through that section. It's allowed both Woods and Winkler to catch up. So have a look back here from Lasky. You see Woods and Winkler lurking in behind. Only a couple more corners to go here for Kane Lasky to hold on to second place. Higgy going to take the win. Oh, once again into the wall. Oh, hard into the wall. Can he get it across the line here to hold on to the final transfer position? And he is. Almost thrown out the window for Chris Woods into the final corner. He's going to hold on to it, though, to get that final transfer position. Curtis Grant, unfortunately for him, going to come home in 5th place. Leland Lambert, he's going to finish up where he qualified in 6th place. Chris Leon, oh, that car looking hurt. Unfortunately, we saw him with that little bit of a jump start at the start, so he was doomed from the get-go. But Josh Higgy going to take heat number 2. Take a look at our results here from heat number 2. Higgy takes top spot ahead of Lasky, Winkler, and Woods. Those are your transfer positions. Curtis Grant, Lambert, Leon, Clark, and Clark Jr. are all going to have to head to the LCQ, which is coming up here in a matter of moments. Let's take a look at our grid. Matt Schlosser going to start on pole for the LCQ. He'll have Curtis Grant to his outside with Stephen Thompson and Leland Lambert in row 2. Nathaniel Grant and Chris Leon are going to make up 5th and 6th in row 3. Chris Haslip and Corey Clark in row 4 with row 5. Austin Derrick and Gary Clark Jr. and Justin Cunningham going to round out the field here in the LCQ. Top 6 again will transfer directly into the feature. Feature will have 16 cars. That's going to be hectic. 16 cars on this little track, but we're here for it. So we're just waiting for Nathaniel Grant and Justin Cunningham, to grid up. Take a quick moment here while we're waiting to mention we do have 4 different leagues of special stage being broadcast this season on Racers Nexus. They all started this week. Sunday nights you'll catch GT4 action. Monday night street stocks. Thursdays special stage Cross Car, which we're seeing here this evening. And then tomorrow night, the Indy cars head to the special stage. We're underway. Matt Schlosser leading the way over Curtis Grant. Battle for top spot here early on. Chris Leon going to take the Joker. Wise move for him. You can see that pack battling up in behind, trying to get himself out front. Get some clean air. Maybe he can open up a gap and run away. Here comes Schlosser, Lambert, and Thompson in tow, though. Schlosser going to slide a little wide through that corner. That's going to allow Lambert to tuck up in there. Through the final 2 corners they go, and heading to the line. Schlosser going to lead them across. Oh man, he's up over that curbing. You got to watch that inside rumble strip on the inside. I've snapped this left front suspension a number of times off these cars at that track. Matt Schlosser now, he's going to take the Joker lap. Lambert going to stay on the traditional course. Chris Leon, who we saw take the Joker on the first lap, he's got himself almost a 2.5 second gap now over the rest of the field. Schlosser, our second place car, he just completes his Joker run. Stephen Thompson up into 3rd, Curtis Grant in 4th, Austin Derrick right now in 5th, and Nathaniel Grant taking the final transfer position as it stands right now. He's going to slide off track, though. That's going to allow Chris Haslip and Corey Clark to close that gap a little bit. Oh man, Corey Clark going to get a little too heavy on the throttle, swing it around. It's going to allow Gary Clark through. Leland Lambert right in there too as well. Lambert already back into the pits. Rough race for him. Let's take a look and see what happened to Leland Lambert to get him back into the pits. We saw him in 2nd place. He chose not to take the Joker this time by. Oh, he went off track and into the uprights. Oh, rough race for Leland Lambert, unfortunately. Like Austin Derrick, something happened to him too as well. Let's see here. Up and over the jump, bottoms it out a little bit, comes into the curb. We've seen a number of drivers tag this inside tire wall. He's going to do it. Oh, and then he gets hammered by, I think that might have been Corey Clark heading through there. So that's going to pretty much wrap things up for Austin Derrick. On board with Matt Schlosser, currently in 2nd place, 1.9 seconds back of Chris Leon. So right now, looks like the strategy working out for Chris Leon. Took the Joker lap on lap 1, got himself some clean air, and he hasn't looked back since. Schlosser 2.1 seconds now back of Chris Leon. Stephen Thompson 1.7 seconds back of Schlosser. Curtis Grant in 4th place. Comfortable run for him right now. Nathaniel Grant in 5th place. Nice showing for Nathaniel, currently holding down the 5th place. That's a transfer position into the feature. Chris Hazlip now holds down the final transfer position into the feature. He's got 17 seconds up on Corey Clark, so barring any mistake here by Hazlip, he's going to get that transfer from the LCQ into the feature. Hazlip going to take his Joker lap, one of the last remaining drivers on track to still serve the Joker, so good for him. Oh no, something happened to Chris Leon up ahead. He's fallen back to 3rd place. Let's take a look here at what happened to Chris Leon. It's like heading into turn 1. We've seen a couple drivers have an issue here with turn 1, 2 as well this evening. He's trying to move around the lap car. Gary Clark, oh man, they get contact. That just lightly puts him into the tire wall. There goes Schlosser by. There goes Thompson by. You're going to have to take the full 360-degree turn for Chris Leon. Thankfully, it doesn't look like any suspension damage or steering damage for him. He's currently holding down 3rd place. That'll give him a transfer into the feature race that all he needs, but no doubt he would have liked to take the win here in the heat race. Or sorry, the LCQ, not the heat race. Last lap to go here for our leader, Matt Schlosser. He's got himself just up ahead of, or no, sorry, that was the last lap. So second to last lap is where Chris Leon had everything go awry, but he's going to come home in 3rd place. Nathaniel Grant crossed the line. Chris Hazlip going to be our final transfer position here. Only a couple more corners to go for him. And there he goes. Nicely done for him. Corey Clark. Fortunately, he doesn't look like he's going to see the checker flag. Gary Clark Jr. going to be our final car across the line here. There we go. That will make everything official here. Take a look at our final results. So we see Matt Schlosser taking the win over Steven Thompson, Chris Leon in 3rd, Curtis Grant, Nathaniel Grant in 4th and 5th, and Chris Hazlip taking the final transfer position. So we're going to have a 3-minute warm-up here, and then we'll get back into the LCQ action. So we'll catch you back here in a few moments.
Basket can't defend. He's got the outside line for the second part, and he can't hold on. Going the long way around. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead as they all come to the line. Who is going to take it in the end?
And here comes Lockwood. He's going to make the move to the outside. Quinn tries to force him off a little bit, but there he goes. It's going to be side by side through turn 1.
Will he be able to cover him off? He does. Weaving back to the left-hand side. Reynolds is trying everything. The kitchen sink is being thrown at him.
They're leaning on each other. Coming into turn number 3. It's going to be a drag race through 3 and 4. Coming back to the line. Here comes Frisch on the bottom. Bouchard's going to hold the inside. Tries to be the late breaker here. They're going to be side by side through the final chicane. They bang doors, but keep it clean.
As they're still 4 wide on the run down into the back straightaway. Demerit's looking for a line as well. What is going on in Michigan?
Novak into the fence. They're still beating and banging.
Oh,
and to the line.
He is much faster coming through there. Is there damage on Challenger? Abramitis is ahead. There's going to be a race to the line. Who is going to get it?
12 laps of action coming your way here in the heat race. We are ready to rock and roll. All drivers are gridded up. Away we go. Oh man, bottleneck up front. A little bumping and banging there as our drivers get going, but Nathaniel Grant going to get out front. We've got a number of drivers off into the dirt. Looks like the Clarks are out there. Oh man, Kane Lasky involved in something off on the side. He's spinning around. Told you it was going to be hectic here in the feature race. 16 cars on track, but Nathaniel Grant getting out front. Chris Leon got through too as well, up into second place. Chris Woods in third. Top three breaking away early on. Damian Dania into fourth. Curtis Grant in fifth. He has Josh Higgy in tow though too as well. Joey Herbie leads Matt Schlosser and Jake Wilshire. Wilshire, one of our heat race winners. Oh, like that was Steven Thompson into the guardrail on the outside. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. Ant Meeperson going to get around him. That's that Top Gear liveried machine. See a few more drivers taking the Joker lap. That's going to throw a little wrench in our order too as well. But Damian Dania leading the way. Josh Sheegy and Curtis Grant right there. Chris Woods, Nathaniel Grant, Chris Leon all there too as well. Top six breaking away. They're going to come across to finish up lap number 2. So we've got about half the field right now have completed their Joker lap. Danius to lead the way. He's completed it. All of our top 7 drivers have completed the Joker. Jake Wilkshire, our highest ranked driver who has not completed the Joker. Now keep in mind, he's one of our heat race winners. I believe he waited till towards the end of his heat too as well to complete that Joker lap. You see things get a little bottlenecked up ahead of him between Chris Leon and I believe that was Joey Herbie. It was Joey Herbie. Sean Winkler right in behind them too as well. Matt Schlosser as they try and make their way through the field. Winkler yet to serve his Joker lap as well. So up front, Damian Daniel looking strong. We saw him and Matt Schlosser have a heck of a battle in heat number, I believe that was heat number 1, that they were going toe-to-toe for the transfer position. Dania was able to take it. He transferred directly into the heat race. He's got himself out front. 1.6 seconds ahead of Josh Sheegy. Chris Leon now back up into third place. Strong showing for him. Again, had that bobble in his heat race, had that jump start. Basically, that was the end of his chances to move into the feature race directly. Had to go through the LCQ. Was able to do it, not without incident though on the last lap. Right now feeling a ton of pressure from Curtis Grant. So we go on board here with Curtis Grant. Cross the line they go. That's going to finish up lap number 3 and start lap 4 for these drivers. And through turn 1, we've seen a number of drivers having issue navigating through there. Kane Lasky right in there too as well. We saw him get spun around into turn 2 on lap 1. He's got it collected up. Over the jump they go. Sean Winkler trying to get up into this battle too as well. He's a little farther back. I believe Winkler got slowed up in that turn 1, lap 1 incident. Fell back, had to try and work his way through the field. Let's take a look at what exactly happened there on lap 1 at the start. We're on board here with Sean Winkler. Let's see, everybody just kind of got bottlenecked up top. Oh yeah, you got into the back of the M&M's car. Oh, got tangled with one of the Clarks. Spun around. He and Meeperson both got spun around, fell all the way to the back of the pack, and so he's had to work his way up through the field here. Got himself up into 8th place. As now Ant Meeperson, our only driver not to complete a Joker lap. So he's going to want to get that done sooner rather than later. Mired in a battle pack here. As he's got Matt Schlosser directly ahead of him. Schlosser with Wilshire, Herbie, Grant, Lasky leading this pack. Chris Leon a little farther up the road trying to pull away from these drivers. Damian Daniel though still comfortably up front, although Higgy starting to close that gap now. Higgy hunting him down in second place. Sean Winkler completing his Joker lap now. Shoots himself up into 3rd place. So he can get himself out of that pack that we saw. Oh, Dania, something happened. He's bobbled. Higgy making the move now up into top spot. Can Dania fight back on the inside? They don't want to bump tires. Through the final corner they go. Josh Higgy going to take top spot away from Damian Dania. Now can Dania answer back here into turn 1? Higgy going to drift a little wide through turn 1. That's going to allow Dania to run a little bit of a tighter line. Looks like Joey Herbie had a bit of an incident in behind. Take a look at that in a moment, but our battle here with 5 laps to go, separated by only 7/10. Although Josh Higgy starting to open that gap up, starting to leg out a little bit. Let's see if we can pick up what happened to Joey Herbie. See Herbie here right ahead of Matt Schlosser. Oh, up over the jump, got tied up with the 300 of Curtis Grant. They're both going to get back on their wheels, but that's going to cost Joey Herbie a ton of time, falling all the way back down into 12th place now. Higgy opens up, gap up even more, 1.3, 1.7 seconds now over Damian Dania in second place. Sean Winkler holding down third. Lasky leading the pack of cars of he, Wilshire, Meeperson there, Chris Leon there too as well. You see Matt Schlosser there as well. Meeperson's going to complete his Joker lap. I believe he's the last car to do it. It's going to put him not far back of Wilshire now, but they're only going to have 3 laps to go when they cross the line here this time by. It's a tightest battle right now on track between Lasky and Wilshire. Lasky holding down 4th place, just outside the podium. Wilshire trying to take it away. Wilshire was one of our heat winners. Saw Lasky making some moves in the LCQ to get himself into the feature race. Meeperson lurking in behind too as well. Chris Leon right there. Something were to happen. Any one of those drivers up ahead, they're there ready to pounce. Matt Schlosser just ahead of Stephen Thompson. Go ways back to Joey Herbie, but our leader, Josh Higgy, now almost 3 seconds over Damian Dania. Dania doing everything he can to try and hold on, but Josh Higgy, 4.2K iRating driver. Damian Dania, 1.7, so by all rights, Higgy should be walking away with this as he is, 3.8 seconds. Dania doing well. In second place ahead of Sean Winkler, 9,000 iRating driver. Kane Lasky, 2,992. Jake Wilshire, 5,924. Ant Meeperson, 4,322. So hats off to Damian Dania. No doubt he would have preferred to win this race, but coming home in second place in this field, an accomplishment for him. He only a few more corners to go to take the feature race, round 2 here at Winton Rallycross. Next week, we're going to head to Crandon Short. A vastly different track. It's a more of a short course Pro 2 track. It'll be wide open spaces for these FIA Cross cars. 2 more corners to go for our leader, Josh Higgy. Across the line he goes. He will take week number 2. Damian Dania, excellent run for him, coming home in second place, just ahead of Sean Winkler, who rounds out the podium. Kane Lasky going to hold off the charge from Jake Wilshire for 4th place. Ant Meeperson going to come home in 5th. Chris Leon in 6th place with Matt Schlosser in 8th. Just ahead of Stephen Thompson. We see him working through the final corner here now. Joey Herbie. Oh man, Curtis Grant rolls it. Gets that car back on its tires. Thankfully for him, he's a bit of a ways up ahead of Chris Hazlep. So he's going to come home holding on to his 11th place finish. Hazlip going to finish the lap down and with style as Curtis Grant goes across the line. Let's take a look here at what exactly happened to him in this second to last corner. Well, looks like he had a bit of an issue beforehand too as well. So, oh, caught the tire barrier there, spun him around, and up and around he goes. Thankfully, those roll bars on these cars are strong. He's able to make himself get to the finish line and finish up the race, but this one is complete. Let's take a look at our final results. Josh Higgy taking top spot ahead of Damian Dania with Sean Winkler rounding out your podium. 4th place goes to Kane Lasky, just ahead of Jake Wilshire, with Ant Meeperson in 6th, Chris Leon in 7th, Matt Schlosser in 8th, Stephen Thompson in 9th, Joey Herbie rounds out your top 10, Curtis Grant and Nathaniel Grant in 11th and 12th, Chris Hazlip in 13th, Gary Clark Jr. in 14th, Corey Clark in 15th, and Chris Woods going to round out your field here in the feature race. So we got a couple of drivers in the waiting room here. We'll get to them in a matter of moments. You take this minute to remind you to hit that like and subscribe button. It goes a long way to helping us get the channel out here, as well as the league, to anybody else who wants to be involved. And again, a reminder, 4 nights of racing here at the special stage, all covered here on Racers Nexus. Sunday nights, GT4 action, Monday nights, street stocks, Thursday nights, where we are right now, FIA Cross Car, and Friday nights, tomorrow night, you can pick up IndyCar action. All these leagues are free to join. You can find the description to the league in the league's Discord in the description of the video below. Hop in, join in, and have yourself a ton of fun here racing with us on Racer Nexus and the special stage. But let's get to some interviews here. Let's see who we've got. We've got looks like Josh Higgy. Let's bring in our race winner, feature winner, Josh Higgy. Josh, heck of a race there. You had to work for it at the end, but you were able to find a way around Damian Dania. But what do you think of the new WINTON Rallycross track?
Am I on?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've done a race here. I did a few laps last night and just a little in practice. I think everybody was kind of, looked a little rusty because they'd probably never been here. I certainly haven't. It was fun. These things are quick, and my machine is running pretty good, so I have high hopes for the future.
Excellent stuff. Next week we head to Crandon Short, which is going to be a drastically different track than the tight confines here at Winton. It's a more of a short course track, but how do you think the FIA Cross Cars are going to fare there?
Yeah, they don't have I know those are a little bit more open or built for the trucks, and I think even the highest gearing on this thing doesn't have that high of a top speed, so maybe running a little bit different, trying different lines if we got limited on top speed on some of those. I'm not sure how long that track is either. I'm not too familiar with these. I'll just kind of show up and drive.
Excellent stuff. Well, I know we're running the short layout, so maybe that'll help with the gearing a little bit, but excellent work in the feature race. You were able to take a top spot. There was a little bit of a pile up there in lap 1 that you were able to avoid, but before we let you go here, Josh, anybody you want to shout out?
Everybody that makes it possible for me to sit here and do this crap. Those people know who they are. What else? I've been on a coaching spree. Go IU. How's that?
Excellent stuff. Well, best of luck heading forward to the rest of the season, Josh, and hopefully see you on Top Step again going forward.
Thanks, Rob.
Take care. There was our race winner, Josh Higgy. Let's bring in our second place finisher, Damian Dania. Damian, you were out front for a large portion of the feature race. Josh was able to get you with a couple laps to go, but overall, I think you can't really complain all that much with your feature performance.
I'm you say that I'm completely ecstatic because this is my first ever time driving this car competitively, and my first time doing a dirt race in ages, so I had legitimately no idea what I was doing. But yeah, I had a really great start in both my races, and from there I was able to capitalize off it with 4th and 2nd. So yeah, I'm very satisfied with today. Very good results.
Well, excellent stuff. You said it's been a while since you were in the dirt cars. What did you think of the new WINTON Rallycross track?
It's definitely 10 times better than the WINTON road track. No, it's awful, but I hate that track. So yeah, this is a fun track. I'm a little bit torn on the Joker, and I think the way the first 2 corners are laid out makes it a little bit difficult to pass. So if I would change it, have a harder braking zone somewhere, maybe they added at the start Joker or something. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Rallycross guy. I don't Rallycross, so I can't really say much on that. It's all fun though.
Yeah, maybe they'll come up with an alternate layout or something on it. But next week we head to Crandon Short, a drastically different track. It's more of a short course track, wide open spaces. Are we going to see you back next week trying to take that top spot this time?
Let me check if I own that track to begin with. Probably not. No, I don't know. They probably won't see me, but yeah, if I win the lottery or something, I'll show. If I could.
Well, excellent stuff, Damien. Any shout outs to anybody out watching before we let you go?
Well, to be honest, I sent the broadcast because they're just ruining it back in pathetic. So I don't know anyone who's watching, but yeah, just shout out to everyone watching the show. Thanks for any support if any was given to me, and of course, thanks to Special Stage guys for having me.
Excellent stuff. Well, best of luck going forward, Damien, and hopefully we see you battling for wins again.
Yep, thank you very much. See ya.
That was our second place finisher, Damien Dania. Let's bring in our final step on the podium, Sean Winkler. Sean, you got wrapped up in an instant there. It looks like you and Ant, I think it was, got spun around into turn one to start this one. 16 FIA Cross cars on this small little rallycross track. It could have been a whole lot worse, I guess, heading into turn one.
Yeah, it really could, Rob. The start was kind of chaotic, starting back there in 11th, and I tried to give some room on the right, and then I moved over and I tapped Ant a little bit, and then we kind of ping-ponged and got spun around, so that was really unfortunate. And then I found myself at last, I'm like, oh boy, what are we going to do? So I just kind of tried to dig deep and drive it back, and I got to the point where a bunch of guys in front of me had already taken their jokers, and I was closing up on them, so I took my joker, I think, at the right time and kind of put me out in a clean spot, and I just tried to reel in P2 there, but he was a little too far out. So overall, kind of the way it happened, I'm happy with third place. Yep, nice to be up here.
Yeah, we saw a different strategy from a number of drivers. We saw some drivers take the joker on the first lap where it got them right out into clear air. It seemed to work well, and then we saw, like yourself, for drivers kind of wait a little longer and kind of let the pack separate a little bit, then take it a little later. It didn't really look like there was one advantage over the other, but if you were in the middle of that kind of elbows out pack in the middle of the race, you didn't want to be anywhere near there. But we head to Crandon next week. How do you think these little cars are going to do on the Crandon short circuit?
They're going to do pretty well, I think. I drove there like week 13. They had some Crandon in the cross cars. I've done some laps there. So they're fun. It's going to be wide open, and you're going to be pinned in those things. So it's just going to be all about maintaining your momentum and running clean lines and trying not to get too sideways, because they're easy to get a little crossed up in these things. And when you get sideways, they scrub speed, and that takes all your time and momentum away. So just keeping these things straight and keeping them on track is the key here. You get on the throttle, they oversteer. You get off the throttle, they understeer. So these are very delicate machines. They're very nervous to drive.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, maybe they should call them the FIA all crossed up cars instead of the FIA
crossed up cars. Yeah, for sure. They feel like that sometimes. Yeah.
Before we let you go, Sean, anybody you want to shout out there watching at home?
Oh yeah, just want to thank Racecraft Academy and Real Broker and Next Level Racing. Thanks to you guys for putting on this stream. It'll be fun to watch this one now that I didn't rip my wheel off like I did last week. So it could be fun to watch this. And all the fans in the stands out there watching. These are awesome cars. They're free, so if you haven't driven them yet, give them a shot. They're super fun, and this is a great league. Thanks to Matt for putting on all these leagues. Matt does a great job with these leagues, so they're super fun to be a part of, and I'm thankful to him and for that. So yeah, thanks everybody.
Absolutely. Well, take care, Sean, and hopefully we see you battling at the sharp end again next week. Have a good one.
I hope so. Thanks, Rob.
That was Sean Winkler, and let's bring in our final interview for the evening. Ant Meeperson, probably I'm going to say the best paint job on the field, with Clarkson getting his face ripped off on the front end. But you had a bit of a rough start in the feature, Ant. Looks like you and Sean got wrapped up with a couple of the drivers heading into turn one, but you're able to work your way back to a 6th place. But overall, how'd your night go?
The heat went as well as I could have expected given my pace. Just took a first lap, end up behind. Who was it that? Jake. And yeah, that went pretty smoothly. And the feature did not. Just good start, nowhere to go with it. And they all stacked up to my right, and Sean just got pinballed into me and put me back. Bit of my troubles that race was self-inflicted as well. I had another spin second lap trying to go around Matt, just went too wide, clipped the tyres, and then another wide moment because I couldn't decide where to joker. But to drag the 6 out of that at the end of the day, I'm satisfied with that.
Now, I've seen a couple threads on the forums with some people kind of hemming and hawing about this new Rallycross track. Myself, I kind of like it, but what are your feelings on it?
I enjoy driving it, but it's a tricky one to race around. There's not really many opportunities to make a move, especially in the cross cars, which are so light and don't really have much of a big braking zone.
Yeah, they're as we were just talking to Sean, he said it's really easy to get them all crossed up and sideways, and it's really key to try and keep them straight. But we head to a much different track next week in Crandon Short. What do you think these little cars are going to feel like there?
That's going to be a fun one with the lane rush start. They're going to feel quite tiny, but we're still going to run out of room very easily, I think.
Yeah, I guess if you get 16, 20 of these cars on any track, it doesn't really matter how wide they are. They're going to get tight confines very quickly. But overall, like you said, not the race you probably envisioned, but bringing home 6 after all the complications you had. Well done, Ant. But before we let you go, anybody you want to shout out there at home watching before we settle things up?
Yeah, you for the broadcast, Matt for running the league, and everyone on track for the good racing. The usual stuff.
Excellent stuff. And again, I give you the paint job of the evening. Anybody can throw Clarkson screaming with his face getting ripped off on the front.
I don't count that because that's not mine, but it's a funny paint.
Either way, well done. Best of luck next week, Ant, and hopefully we see you battling without any issues in the feature race.
Yeah, you too. See you around.
So that was Ant Maperson, our 6th place driver in the feature race, and that's going to wrap things up for us here. As I mentioned, next week we head to Crandon. Going to be a much different track than what we've seen here in the first couple weeks, but should be a ton of fun. Again, if you're looking to join the league, they are always accepting new drivers. You can find the Discord link in the description of the video. Hop in, get signed up. You can enjoy 4 nights of different kind of racing each night of the week, from GT4s to street stocks to FIA Cross Cars to Indy Cars. A little bit of flavor for everyone. But for Racers Nexus, I'm Rob Campbell. We'll catch you same time, same place next week. And again, IndyCar action of the streets, or a special stage coming up tomorrow night, same time, just before 9 p.m. Eastern. Tune in to catch all that action. Otherwise, bye for now.